Oh, got me muddy. Welcome to the last show of the year of Everything Guns. I'm David, co-host over here, Jody.
Whatever. Let's just start the co-host crap. I swear. You can't do one intro without doing something stupid. Start with some use of force stuff. Piss me off.
All right, start it. You can't start an episode like that. My gosh. Golly. All right, hold on.
Oh, we're good.
Welcome to the last show of 2023 for Everything Guns. I'm David. On the other mic is Jody. So let's get into it.
All right, let's just start off with some use of force cases. I've got three for this last episode of the year. The first one is the one you sent to me, the road rage, another road rage case. I don't know how many times we've talked about
About every episode, I think.
Every one, it seems like. People are crazy. So apparently you had a guy, two people, I don't know what started it, but they get into an argument while they're driving down the highway. One guy pulls into a parking lot and pulls into a parking space, which allows the other guy to block him in so he can't go anywhere.
Bad move.
Yeah, bad move. So the guy that blocked him in jumps out of his vehicle with a steel pipe, sort of
Something like that. Yeah, that's what it looked like in the video.
and starts just beating on the man's car, knocking the mirror off, and just pounding
Yeah, they
on
were a
it.
little upset.
Yeah, a little bit. From what I understand, the one that pulled into the parking spaces is the one that started it, but it
Yeah, it still
immaterial
don't
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
I
stupid.
mean, at this point, he's the victim. He's definitely got.
Yeah, that changes.
Yeah, it does change, but he could definitely use force at this point.
Oh, yeah.
The guy with the pipe pulls the door open. Did he break the window out of the car?
Seems like he
I think
did.
he broke
Seems
the
like
window.
he broke
This
the
is
window
on-
and,
it's
then,
on video.
and then opened the door.
And then opened the door, and at this point, the driver of the car pulls his weapon out and shoots the guy with the pipe.
All right, let's stop right there. So, yeah. So, right there, the things he did right. So, first thing he did wrong was stopping. And
Well, first thing he did
Didn't
wrong,
block
don't
him.
get in a stupid argument on the road with
But
somebody.
let's, after that, he had his gun on him. He's carrying.
Which is good. Don't pull into a parking spot.
Yeah.
If you're,
Well, we done talked about that. Let's talk about what he did right. He had his gun with him. If he's gonna carry, he was carrying. We're gonna assume he was legally carrying.
well, either way, he
I
had
don't
the right.
care. I mean, he had the right to protect himself.
Yeah,
He's in his
either
car.
way, whether it's legal
So,
or not.
dude opens the car door. He's already beating on his car. He opens the car door. He didn't know what was going to happen.
No.
Whether he's going to get beat to death or what. And he shoots the guy.
Yeah, legitimate.
Legitimately shot the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if it had
It's
stopped, if everything would have stopped right there, he would have been fine.
Yep. All right. He shoots the guy. Guy goes down. All right. Continue.
Well, it
on.
falls backwards. He's in between
Yeah.
two cars, so he's
Okay.
kind of leaning up on a car next to him now.
Yeah, okay.
But with his back to him. So now he's kind of turned away, and the driver of the car that had the firearm gets out. The guy's back is to him. He proceeds to shoot the guy in the back a couple more
is that?
times.
You hear that?
My dog's under the table. Anyway, he proceeds to shoot the guy several more times, which those shots were definitely not self-defense shots.
No. Yeah. Once the guy. The
threat
guy,
was gone.
The threat was gone after the first shot.
It's just typical. He got caught up in the moment, I guess. But
Emotional. Yeah.
you
And
gotta
that's why
stop
I
with
always
this.
hate to shoot until he's down on the ground. Shoot till
No.
he's dead. Don't.
No.
No. You shoot till the threat.
threat was
stop.
gone.
So, but yeah. So now, after that, the guy is facing life in prison now. Correct?
I thought he got life in prison.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's in jail for the rest of his life, and
Yeah.
no chances of parole.
Yeah.
So he's done.
And if he'd have stopped after the first shot, he would have been good.
Yeah. But now he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail. I can't remember if he had a family or not, but he probably did. So now they
Yeah.
don't have a father or a husband. All over getting mad at somebody
Getting
on
all over stupid.
in traffic.
Every episode we talk about stupid traffic. Your ego is going to get the best of you. Your emotions going to get the best of
Gotta
you.
let it go, man.
Yeah.
My gosh, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting at a red light the other day. Guy just sitting there. No, I didn't shoot him. I laid on the horn, though. He moved. I didn't chase him down and shoot him for it.
Well, luckily he didn't chase you down either.
Well, I wouldn't. I did just kept going. I wouldn't.
Maybe a quick little horn blow. Don't
Well, I
lay on
didn't
the
lay. I
horn.
was kidding about laying on it. I gave 2 little quick beeps, and yeah, I didn't lay out.
Whatever. But
But
yeah,
I didn't go shooting.
and didn't go chasing after him. He didn't come chasing after you. And
No.
if he had, if you could have drove somewhere, not a parking spot, to try to get
Yeah,
into an argument.
all I
with
did
him.
was wake him up a little bit. I wasn't upset over it. I just wanted to go home.
But anyway, that's an example of where things were going well, good shoot.
Yeah.
They went bad to a
Yeah,
bad shoot all over.
he went from victim to perpetrator.
Yeah, went from legal use to
All in-
non-legal use all
all
in
in
a matter of
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah. And now he's in jail for the rest of his life.
And the other
because-
guy's dead. I mean,
Yeah.
so you got 2 people now that their family have lost.
Yeah. Which one you'd rather be? The dead guy or the guy in jail?
It's a stupid question. I'd
don't know.
rather be in jail. I don't want to be dead.
Mm.
All right, let's
I
move
don't
on
know
to
about that one.
Let's move on to the second case.
You're going to be somebody's wife in jail.
I'm
Somebody's wife now?
not
Is that
even
what you're
getting into.
about to
I'm
say?
not even
no.
getting into
No,
this.
I ain't gonna-
This is a stupid conversation. I'm not going to get into those situations because I'm a little bit more bright than that.
I don't know about that. All right,
Now,
continue
use
on.
of force too. So this is actually fairly close to where we live. This is out of Gardendale, Alabama, where a lady apparently was going to rob a jewelry store. So she enters the store, and as soon as she goes in the door, she blocks the door. So the owner of the store who was there realizes something's fixing to happen, goes ahead and pulls his concealed carry firearm out, which is good. He was carrying.
How'd she block the door?
She put a big block in front of it.
Oh, you know, actually blocked it.
It's
blocked it with a block. Where did she bring the block with
I
her?
guess.
What the crap?
Yeah. So
All right.
she blocked the door with a block.
All right.
So that alerted him that there was potentially a robbery fixing to occur. She actually said, "Happy holidays," pulled out her bear spray.
Hey, that's a good title. Happy holidays. Write that
That
down.
was it. Go ahead and keep talking about that.
We keep going. This is your story.
I got to write that
I
down.
remember you
somewhere.
saying, I think I can remember happy holidays.
I'm writing it down just to be sure. Anyway,
Don't
so
block the door.
she says happy holidays and something else about I don't want to hurt anybody, but then start spraying the bear spray into the store.
Bear spray.
Bear spray, not
Okay.
hairspray.
Bear spray. Okay.
Bear spray.
Which is like, I assume it's very similar to pepper spray.
Yeah, a little bit stronger than
Yeah.
pepper spray. And I think it's got a little bit further
Oh, I
length.
hope so. If I'm spraying it at a bear.
But at this, it wasn't a bear in there. But, but at this point, he fires a shot, hits her in the shoulder. She starts screaming, "Don't shoot," or something to that effect, and flees.
Yeah, I don't.
And they did.
She had to get the block out of the way to get out.
I don't know how she got the block.
With one arm.
But she was later arrested for the robbery. But
Maybe Tyler help me move his block.
there's a block in the way.
All right, so we got we're talking about titles. So what? So she actually got out of the store and then got caught later.
Yeah. She got arrested later for the robbery. Apparently, this is not the first time she's been arrested.
What about the guy in the store?
No
Did he
charges
get no
for him.
charges. Okay.
Yeah, no charges for him.
So what did he do that was right in your eyes?
Well, I mean, he was carrying. Again, we keep
Yeah.
saying that if you're gonna have a firearm, carry.
Well, I'm
he-
thinking if you go on a store of any kind, you probably ought to have a weapon.
He waited for her to, spray before he fired. I'm not sure if she's seen the gun and then sprayed, or if he had it hid. It wasn't really clear on that.
So you don't know if she saw the gun or not.
Yeah. Well, she's seen. It's a past participle.
Don't let that word hurt you.
Anyway,
Past participle.
yeah,
But-
yeah.
okay.
So good job on his part. What's interesting to me about this is, so if she would have used the bear spray against someone else that was attacking her, it would have been completely legal. Wouldn't have been considered lethal force.
Right.
But with her using it in the action of a criminal act, bear spray can be considered lethal force.
Okay.
Because you don't know if she's gonna use that to take something away from her or to do more
Right.
damage.
Yeah.
So
So I mean, he pulled the gun before she sprayed, but he didn't shoot her till after after he saw a threat was actually happening.
correct.
Till that was confirmed. Okay.
Yeah. So good job on his part.
You know, it was also a good job on his part. He didn't keep shooting.
No, he didn't keep shooting. Didn't go chasing at her, shoot her in the back.
Didn't run out the
Didn't
door
run
and
out the
shoot
door
at
and shoot
her.
her.
He
He stopped when the threat
he
was
stopped.
done. He stopped.
he was in control of his emotions
Yeah.
enough to put one shot, stop the threat, and then assess the situation.
And I can imagine, that bear spray, I can imagine the effect on people. It's aerosolized. As soon as it went in that store, it's not open. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to affect everybody that's in that store. So, good job on their part.
Yeah.
My dogs are acting over here. Put them on the couch. It's good.
So anything else on that one other than
No,
she
they
got
good job
caught?
on that. She
Good
got
job.
caught. She's arrested.
He moved quickly. He stopped.
Yep.
He was aware. That's another situational awareness
Yeah.
because he was aware enough that when she came in and blocked the door that
That
he
something
saw,
was going on.
He knew something and he was prepared to act.
Yeah. It's a good job all around. I don't
Yeah.
really have anything bad to say about what he did.
No, that's good situational awareness. Good. It's good on his part to be ready to act and not hesitate. So. That's
So
good.
the third one I've got is out of Seattle, and apparently there's a lot of this going on in Seattle. Some of these break-ins to homes. So apparently a Seattle homeowner, he had to fire at some burglars, but the previous night, 3 men had tried to break into his house unsuccessfully
While he was there.
while he was there.
Okay.
They returned the next day with a sledgehammer, I guess to make it easier to get in.
So during the day or during the night?
Well, it said it says they returned the next day, but it awakened the homeowner. So I don't
Okay,
know
so
if
it
he
must-
was at night or
okay.
if he was sleeping
But
during
he
the
was
day
still
or
there.
whatever. He was there.
Okay. Man,
So
That's a bad neighborhood.
yeah, he grabbed his rifle and shot at the burglars. I don't think he hit any of them. They actually returned fire and fled. And there's no arrests have been made. Just from what I've been reading, there's a lot of this going on in Seattle right now. So a lot of anxious people there. But
Well, good choice with the rifle.
good choice with the rifle. It's a good home defense weapon.
Yeah. You got more ammunition. I don't know. What is the laws in Washington? They got a magazine limit, do they not?
Yeah,
in
I
Washington
believe
State?
they do. I'd have to double check to see, but I
Yeah,
believe they do.
I'd be curious if he actually was abiding by that or not. Because you
Didn't
got
say-
3 guys coming in. You definitely want as many rounds as you can get in that
Yeah,
rifle.
I mean, 10 round mag. I didn't give you much chance with 3 people coming in firing back at you. So,
Right? No, not at all.
but he did have a rifle.
So I
He
mean,
had
it's
it
a good
ready.
choice with the rifle. Having it.
He was
ready to
prepared
go.
from the night before, so he knew something could happen and was prepared.
Man, it'd be hard to sleep that next night, wouldn't
You're
it?
not kidding.
But yeah, so you don't expect it to happen 2 nights in a row, I don't guess. But
Yeah, but we always talk about having firearms available in your home. In your home while you're there.
I
So
wonder if he had did it mention anything about any kind of alarm system or anything?
it didn't say.
So he may want to invest in an alarm system or invest in some reinforced doors.
Reinforced doors definitely. I'm bad about not turning my alarms on at night just because I take my dogs out a lot. But
You can turn it
There.
off and on.
they're pretty good alarms. In any little noise, they're gonna bark their heads off. But maybe invest in a dog too, a big dog.
I saw this Instagram post about this. There was this husky. And the guy said, well, these robbers didn't realize the husky wasn't chasing him off. He just wanted to play.
That'd be about like my dog.
Your dog just rolled over and wanted to get her belly rubbed. But she looks mean.
Yeah, she does look mean. she
Giant
looks
head.
scary from people outside. So that was the 3 use of force cases I had. I think we had, two good uses of force and 1 terrible use of force.
Well, one that emotions got him.
Yep, and he's
Put
going to
him in
spend the
jail.
rest of his life in
Can you
jail.
imagine? Over stupid something with a car.
Yeah.
And just every time. We talk about it every time.
Yeah, I think we've got one of the. I mean, I think we could probably do a whole shows on road rage cases and use of force stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so the next segment I got is our gun and gear review. This segment brought to you by Clear Creek Shooting. For all your shooting needs, check out Clear Creek Shooting at clearcreekshooting33.com.
I like how you always stare at me when you do that.
Do you like when I stare at you? That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Strange that you do that.
We did have a winner of a shirt last week, or our last episode out of Colorado. So my
cool.
wife gets back in town today, so she'll get that shirt fixed up. Probably 2 shirts. Get that sent out as soon as we
Nice.
can. So if you're wanting a shirt, send us an email at info@clearcreekshooting33.com. Let us know if you like the show or not. apparently my
There's
dog's
the
don't
alarm
want-
system.
Yeah. Must be the mailman. But anyway,
He thought you was gone, didn't he? Didn't know the wife was out of town.
all right. Let's move
I'm
on.
just kidding.
Let's
She
move
listened-
on.
She listened to this.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Let's move on. check us out on Instagram at everythingguns_podcast and Clear Creek Shooting 33. And got a YouTube channel, Clear Creek Shooting 33. I haven't really put anything lately on the YouTube channel. Try to next
Good
week
job.
or so. And then still looking at doing a gun giveaway. So if I can get enough interest, so if I got, 20 or so emails coming in, let me know that there's enough interest in a gun giveaway, either a pistol or a shotgun. We'll do a raffle and give a gun off in 2024. So, all right.
Be more of a drawing and not a raffle.
Whatever.
Unless you want them to send money. A raffle's when people give you money
Okay,
and you raffle
whatever.
it off.
Whatever.
Which, I mean, we can do that.
All right, let's just move on. So I got, so I made some upgrades to my lever action Rossi 92 rifle. I added some,
I thought we talked about this already.
talked about the rifle. We ain't talked about the upgrades I made to it.
I thought we did. We put it on Instagram. Pretty sure.
We put it on Instagram, but we ain't talked about it during the show.
Okay.
Yeah, we ain't talked about it during the show. Anyway, I put on a new buttstock, M-LOK adjustable buttstock, anodized aluminum, adjustable height, nice recoil pad, more of a tactical look. Also, M-LOK handguard with 24 M-LOK slots on it. Makes the gun just a lot more.
Looks cool. It's
looks,
on Instagram.
looks really good. Yeah, check it out on Instagram.
I need to put a better picture of it, though.
Yeah, it did. It made a nice looking little lever action rifle. More modern than what it was before.
Right.
So if you're not wanting a more modern looking lever action, this is not the one for you. But it looks
it's
pretty
different.
cool.
It's different than most lever actions you see.
Yeah, and it wasn't cheap. Spent about as much on the handguard and the buttstock as I did on the rifle itself.
How much did you spend on it?
Right about $450
Yeah.
for the two.
Yeah.
So it was not cheap, but it looks good. It shoots good too. I think it shoots better now with that buttstock on it, the way it did with that recoil
Mhm.
pad.
Yeah, I like that.
It's actually lighter than the wood stock on it.
Makes sense. It's kind of skeleton ties.
Oh my God.
Skeleton tie.
Yeah.
Skeletonized.
All right, let's
Got
just
it.
move on.
Got
Oh
it.
my gosh. Before I go to my gear or my gun, what have you got?
Well, I got a 6 Hour Romeo MSR. It's a 1x20 millimeter compact red dot sight. I get that on one of my ARs. There's only about $90, and it's
That's not bad.
yeah, 2 MOA dot. It's 12 illumination settings, 10 daylight, 2 night vision. It's got elevation and windage
It's got
adjustment.
night vision? Or
Yeah.
it works with night vision?
It works with night vision. So if you're wearing night vision, then you got 2 settings that you can actually see the dot.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean most of them have that now. I'm sure
Okay,
yours do. But top mounted CR1632 battery. It says up to 20,000 hours of continuous runtime.
Oh, bull crap.
20,000 hours.
Yeah, bull crap.
And I turned mine off, so I don't know. I doubt it's 20,000 hours, but that's what they say.
At probably the lowest setting.
Probably so.
Where you
yeah,
can't
I would
even see
guess.
it.
I would guess it includes a M1913 Picatinny rail. It's for absolute co-witness. That's C-witness.
What's a C-witness?
It's co-witness riser mount. It's a little riser mount that gives you a good co-witness. Aircraft grade aluminum housing and mount. So it's a nice sight. It's not bad. I like it. It's sealed. It's got a rotary dial. It's got some slip over, see through flip backs. Even if you leave your covers on them, you can still see through them.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I like it. It's a good. I've used it quite a while on my AR.
How long ago did you get it? I'm wondering what the price of it is now.
I looked them up. It's around $90.
That's not bad.
$94 for the particular one that I have. You can get a green dot one for like $75 if you want the green.
Cheaper?
Yeah,
I like the green dots better.
you can get it cheaper if you want it.
That's nice.
So waterproof, fog proof.
Waterproof as in rain on or as in...
Yeah,
Put
be
in
my
the-
guess.
put in the
I
pond.
doubt it. I doubt I can throw it in a pond and it'd be okay. But it's a nice red dot. Hadn't had any issues out of it. I usually use it on the pretty close to the brightest setting, but it's because we're usually in pretty bright daylight when we're shooting. So,
Yeah.
but I like it, and if I would use it when I use it for my self defense, I'd drop the setting about halfway, so it's not so bright at night in a dark house. So, but yeah, good sight, good price. MSR, which is
MSRP?
no, this Romeo MSR.
Oh, okay.
Is
I
what
bet
it's
you I could
called.
get that pretty cheap off
Yeah.
one of my wholesalers.
MSR stands for Modern Sporting Rifle, in case you ask.
Are we going to ask? I
But
thought
that's
you
what
just
it,
give
that's what it
it.
stands for. It's really, I mean, it's made for AR platform and shotguns. So,
Nice. Okay. Well, I've been looking at holding out for that Canik steel frame, but it didn't look like that thing's going to be available anytime soon. So I've always wanted a 2011. So now I'm looking at different types of 2011s that are a little bit more affordable than the Staccatos and some of the Bull Armory stuff. So LFA, Live Free Armory, has got a Apollo 11 2011 priced at under $1,000, right at $979. I can't find it on any of my wholesalers, so you're going to get it straight from them, which kind of sucks, but it looks really nice. Videos I've seen on it, shoots really good. It's a heat-treated 416 stainless steel slide, 4140 steel frame, double stack, 17+1 capacity. It's got some aftermarket 20-round mags, which that'd be pretty cool. This is a 9mm one I've been looking at. Match grade 4.9-inch bull barrel. It's got an RMS optic cut on it already. Comes with a grip safety, which I know you're not a big fan of the grip safeties. I like grip safeties.
yeah, no, yeah.
And
yeah.
they got the ambidextrous thumb safety, which would be good for me being left-handed. 35.2 ounce, so it's not a light gun. It's really, but it's
That's heavy.
yeah. I mean, it's a steel gun, not
Yeah.
2011. It's going to be heavy. The width, is 1.21 inches, so not very wide. Overall length 8.41. It only ships with one mag, but I'd buy an aftermarket 20-round mag anyway. But like I said, $979, pretty good price for a kind of if you want a 2011
Yeah.
and not having to spend thousands of dollars for one.
You know, I did that review on that Oracle Arms 2311
Yeah.
a few episodes back now.
Yeah, how much was it?
It was like $1,700.
Yeah, and then Springfield has got theirs out. It's like $1,300
Yeah.
for theirs. This one's a little less. EA Witness has got one. It's a little bit cheaper, but it doesn't look as good.
Good
It's
job
more
at
of
the
a
table.
yeah. I'm trying to get comfortable. It's more of a 1911 double stack than a 2011.
Yeah.
So, but it is. But yeah, so that's probably going to be my next purchase on the firearm.
Let me get that Oracle Arms one. I wanted to shoot it.
Yeah.
That's the one that has the P320 pattern magazines.
I'll look at it. I'll be at SHOT Show end of January.
Yeah, it should be there.
So I'll check it out. Live Free Armory. I mean, Live Free Armory. They're going to be, all these guys are going to be there. So I've got a pretty big agenda already written out for me to go see a bunch of stuff while I'm there. Looking forward to it. We'll probably do one show prior to SHOT Show, and then we'll definitely do one after. I'll try to take some pictures that we can post on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to post something.
Yeah. So that's my gun and gear reviews. I think you don't have any gun review, do you?
Nah.
No, let's just jump right on to in the news stuff. So there's constantly stuff going on in the court system. The first one I've got is the federal judge did block the California carry law, or temporarily blocked it. And this law would have banned carrying firearms in most public places. It was to go into effect on January 1st, and it banned concealed carry in, I think, a total of 26 places: parks, churches, banks, zoos. Why can you not carry in a zoo?
I don't know. What happens if the tiger gets loose?
Oh my
You gotta be able to
gosh!
shoot
I mean,
a- you
everywhere.
gotta be
I
able to
mean, you
shoot a-
basically can go
Or the
to
monkeys, they tear your face off. I'd shoot a monkey.
throw poop at you. I wonder if that could be considered.
Throwing poop at you? Man, what if you just went in and shot a monkey for throwing poop at you?
Yeah, we're getting a little off topic here. But basically, the judge looked at it and said, "You basically can't carry anywhere.
Yeah.
There's so many places that's on that list. So there's a temporary block on it, I guess, until it continues through the court system. Which irritates me. If a federal judge knows it's unconstitutional, just rule on it and say it's unconstitutional. Be done with it.
No, they don't want to do that.
But I think Newsom signed it into effect. Like I say, it's supposed to go into effect next week. So luckily, that's now stopped for now. But we'll see. I'm sure they'll do something else like they always do. So that's my first in the news. The second one is interesting. So Hunter Biden's lawyers, and I think we've talked about this before, but they are mounting a Second Amendment defense against his gun charges.
Yeah.
And they're basing it on Bruin. Which is great.
And his charges are basically saying he lied on his.
He lied on the form 4473.
Yeah. because he was currently doing
Yeah,
drugs.
there's
when
a
he said he
question:
wasn't.
Are you taking any or doing any type of illegal substances? And he put no when he definitely
And
was.
he wrote a book
He
that
wrote a
stated he was
Yeah.
doing drugs when he bought that gun.
But they're using Bruin as a defense because basically Bruin, if there's no historical precedent, then it can't be constitutional. So which would be great if they won because it would basically make the existing background checks unconstitutional.
Right.
So the Bidens might actually get a big win for the Second Amendment. So it'd be interesting to see how that turns out. So keep our eyes on that one. I got a feeling that the charges will be dropped prior to this going to
absolutely.
court, just so they don't
happen.
no,
Yeah.
so they don't get to argue against
Yeah.
argue Bruin for this case.
Yeah, everything's corrupt.
Yep. And then the third, so I think we talked about last episode where the judge ruled that the ban on 18 to 20-year-olds from purchasing firearms was unconstitutional.
Yep.
Well, he has now put a stay on his decision pending an appeal to the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals.
So like everything else,
Yeah.
your rights are still taken from you until
And he said
for
there and
years.
stated that he's seen that the not the defendants. I guess it would be the defendants. Well, it's not going to be constitutional. The ban on 18 to 20 years is no way going to be proven constitutional in court.
Right.
But he still put a stay on it. So can't
somebody else could make the decision. Yeah.
yeah, well, I don't remember that. I can't remember. I have to look at my 4473 and see if it even has that on there. There's nothing that tells me, when this ruling came out, there's nothing that came out from the ATF or from any FBI saying that I could sell 18 to 20 years,
Right.
but I haven't got anything that tells me I can't.
Yeah.
I just know that I'm not supposed to. So
Yeah. Sheep.
yeah, because I don't want to go to jail selling to somebody who's against the law. Whether it's a bad law or not, it's a law, so I have to abide by it.
Meh.
Oh my gosh, whatever. All right. That's all the end of the news I had to irritate you.
What else you
crap.
got? What else?
Talk about sheep. We went through state troopers stopping people the other day. We drove through. Boy, you handed over your license, insurance
That's what they asked for.
quicker than anybody else I've ever seen in my
I
life.
don't know if it's that quick.
Pretty quick. That was illegal. I don't know how they could just stop people for no reason, but they did. No, get onto that. So jump into the USPSA stuff.
Yep.
The crap show continues from USPSA. So if any of our listeners are USPSA shooters,
Members.
or members of the USPSA, I recommend not shooting anything above your club matches right now.
Well, I recommend going to Instagram and looking at Practical Shooting Insights and kind of get up to date of what's actually going on with the board.
I've seen some Area 6 people had posted on Facebook some stuff, and you get the homers, the USPSA homers, chiming in that none of this is happening, that these people are lying.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Yeah. Well, the easy way to fix all this is to actually be transparent. Quit going behind doors and doing your meetings and then not have anything in the minutes. To have some transparency. Open up your books. Quit when new people come on board. Quit getting rid of them.
Yeah. So basically what
And quit
happened.
telling them, hey, you can't see what's happened in the past because you don't need to know.
Yeah. So basically what's happened since the last episode is Scott Arnberg, the Area 3 director, supposedly was leaking information to PSI. So they kicked him off the board, voted him off the board.
Yeah. When others have leaked information.
Yeah.
They're claiming it's confidential when they don't really define what confidential
No.
is. And they do that so they can make up with whatever they want to make it up to be.
So after that, then you got a lot of these sections and clubs start kind of revolting and going to withhold
become a
money.
mess.
It's quite a few. Finally, you're starting to see people.
Some people come out and say, all right, we're not doing this. We're not paying our fees. We're not running classifiers. There's even some clubs that have banned some of the board members from shooting at their clubs
Which
because
is
of what's
great.
going on. What they need to do
Yeah, they need to.
stop some of this. I saw today, Troy sent out another email.
Oh my
and,
gosh, I've
man,
seen that.
you need to go look that up.
What a
'cause
moron.
The comments that he got off of that was
Golly, he
priceless.
basically sent an email out saying that there could be repercussions if you
Yeah.
put out misinformation.
Misinformation.
And that's
Yeah.
misinformation to what they say it is.
Yeah. I can put out whatever information I
Basically
want.
warning people that you're going to get kicked out of stuff. Yeah.
I love how the gun community, supposedly Second Amendment strong, supposedly constitutionally strong,
Oh,
and then want to shut down your First Amendment rights as quick as
because they
can,
don't agree with
'cause
it.
they don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such
No
a-
different than a liberal.
Yeah, it just reaffirmed that I will not be renewing my USPSA membership unless a lot of these guys are gone, and that means the Area 2 director, the Area 4 director, if they don't let the new president in, there's just no way I'm going to renew. Just not going to do it.
That's a lot of people are saying that, and that's what needs to be done to
We had
fix
Bruce
the-
Wells calling people in Area 6, which is the area that we live in, calling match directors, telling them they need to get rid of the section coordinator out of Georgia because he made some comments that Bruce Wells didn't like. So,
Yeah.
and then, this guy's going to be out at the end of this week.
You're right.
He needed to shut up and go home.
Have we heard if they had a meeting this week? Not like they were planning on.
I hadn't heard. I would hope they hadn't, but
They
who
were
knows?
planning on
If
having
they
a
did, I'm
final
sure they
meeting.
kept it secret.
Yeah. They're getting
Yeah,
rid of all
they're
the board members,
supposed to-
so I don't know.
Yeah, because they were supposed to pick a new Area 1 director and a new Area 3 director.
Right.
I'm sure. And the people picking them is the
people that are leaving.
Well, I mean, the Leighton is staying, and then you got Murphy.
Yeah.
Or
Ted Murphy.
whoever. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's just
Yeah.
they're awful.
It's a mess that needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah, just a terribly ran organization.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
people
if you-
talk about, well, we just need to go shoot our local matches and have fun. Well, no, it's an organization. You need to be understanding how your organization is ran.
Yeah. If you're going to give money to an organization, know what's going on with it,
Yeah.
and don't just sit on the sideline.
No.
I'm not a member, but I see what's going on, and it frustrates me to see these organizations that become corrupt like that.
I mean, these clubs can
good old
run.
boy
These
crap.
clubs can run every one of these matches they want to run. These level 2 matches that everybody wants to shoot, you can run these as a level 1 match, not have to pay your
I
fees.
can call it whatever the crap I want
Yeah.
to and have a shooting match.
Yeah, you can use
And
whatever rule
rules,
set you want.
yeah.
You can use whatever scoring that you want.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
I'm not beholden to USPSA to
No,
run a match.
you can be an affiliate with USPSA and still run outlaw matches, and
Right.
still run IPSC matches, and still
Yeah.
run 3-gun matches.
Yeah.
One guy was running; he wanted to run a local match and let people use 22 pistols.
Right, because of back
And
in-
they told him no, and he said, "Well, I'll just withhold my money from you guys," and they
Yeah.
backed down.
he did that because ammo prices went
Ammo
up
prices
so
are
high.
high.
Yeah,
You know what's wrong with letting people shoot at 22?
there's nothing wrong with it.
So,
Problem is, people want their classification.
Yeah,
and
but-
it's all, hey, you classify me, and I want my classification. I want my master level, my A level, my GM level that's going to be there forever, no matter how good or bad I shoot.
yeah. No matter if you're a GM getting beat
but I want you to
consistently by
classify me.
C-class shooters, you still get that little GM.
Yeah,
on
I don't
there,
care what the organization's doing as long as they give me a classification that I like.
Yeah. So that organization's still doing this stupid stuff. So we'll see what happens. Ben Berry is supposed to take office January 1st. Yi-Man Lin is supposed to be in January 1st, but I keep hearing rumors that he's going to kick him out again. I don't know what for,
I hope they do.
but that's what they
Because
keep saying.
I think that would be the last straw. I thought Area 3 is pretty close, but if they was to get rid of him, I'm not. I don't know
I'm
where
curious.
that go
I'm
over.
interested to see how Ben Berry does with the post. His wife is section coordinator
Yeah,
in the North Carolina area, and she put a pretty well scathing email
Yeah,
out to the
well.
board. And what's interesting, all these emails that are going to the board, they're copying
Copying
PSI just so
yeah,
they can
just so-
say there's no confidentiality problems.
yeah.
So
I
Fun
don't know how you
stuff.
go in. They need to change the bylaws that you go in and saying you can't say anything about what's going on in these meetings.
I don't know if they're signing CDAs, confidentiality agreements, NDAs, non-disclosure
Yeah,
agreements,
I
or
don't
what
know.
they're signing, but you just don't hear
Mm.
once these guys leave. I ain't heard anything from Arnberg yet.
No, that's what's just surprising. So it's got to be signing something.
Yeah,
saying
you
they're
didn't
not
hear a
gonna-
lot from Hopkins when he got.
No, so
He
it's
got
got to be
removed.
something. You don't hear anything from Foley. You don't hear anything from the former presidents, like the guy at 6 Hour now. What's his name?
He didn't get kicked out though. He just
No,
ended
I'm
his
just saying.
term.
But you think he'd have something to
Yeah,
say
you would
because he's
think.
still a member and he's still
Yeah.
shooting.
Yeah,
But
you definitely don't hear anything from the top shooters that are
no,
sponsored shooters, which
No,
is a little
none
bit
of them-
cowardly to me. But
yeah,
whatever.
They don't want to be involved.
I think you're starting to see a few sponsors starting to speak up now that they don't want to be part of this, which would be interesting to how
Well,
that
let's
goes.
get let's get like SIG and Team Glock, some of those guys actually speak out.
Yeah, I think Hunter Gold, didn't he say something? He's a big sponsor. I can't remember if he's made any comments or not. I need to look at his podcast, see if he's made any comments. But that's what's going on in the USPSA.
Yeah, still a bunch of crap going on.
Yeah. The last thing I had was just we talked about carry insurance last episode where we looked at
because some stuff come out. Some stuff come out on USCCA debating whether or not they were actually living up to what they claim they live up to, and then the president of USCCA came out and made and had a response to
a response.
Well, I mean, he had a response. It was pretty vague. I mean, it's pretty generic, and trying to answer some of the stuff that was said about him, or said about the organization. I went and looked at some of the comments. I was shocked how they were just destroying him in the comments.
Yeah, I don't think they didn't pay attention to what he said. They just didn't answer the questions that people wanted to answer.
Yeah.
The biggest question people wanted to answer is why the one guy had to use a public defender. Why?
Yeah.
If you looked at the guy's case, I don't think I would have covered him either.
No, it was we talked about it last.
They're covering his appeals. He won his. He got acquitted for the main part, so they're covering his appeals. He
did go in a little more description on the lady.
Definitely should have. They started off paying for hers, and then they pulled their money because she was definitely a murderer. My gosh, she set it up.
Yeah, so I mean, he did have a response. I think I didn't go watch Branca's response to his response, but I know he was. But you got to keep in mind that he's promoting somebody else. Yeah. So you got to take all this with a grain of salt of what they're saying and what they're promoting and who they're sponsoring.
I wish USCCA would be a little more open. They talk about they've had thousands of uses of their insurance.
Yeah, put it on our website.
Let's see them. Let's see what the cases were. It's all public. I mean, cases are in the court system are public.
This case was this. This is what we paid out. This is how we got them off. This is who we used. Hey, let's go into. And it'd be good advertising for the lawyers if they won the case to go. Hey, we used this lawyer out of this state. We paid this much money, and this is how we protected.
So this is the biggest thing that bothers me about them is they don't do that.
Yeah. And it seems like a simple thing, and it'd be a good advertising for them as opposed to, just pick and choose one or two, or say we have thousands and not really go into any detail.
Show me 10 of them. I don't care. I don't need 1,000 of them. Show me 10 of them that you have actually get to use your.
Show me how much you paid, what it was costing, and how that went to
protect
your members.
His response didn't get I don't think got the effect he wanted just from the comments. So we'll see if they have another response.
Yeah, it did not get what he wanted.
I think they need a better spokesperson than the president. He's not a very good spokesperson.
No, the Tom Grieve guy is decent speaking.
Yeah, he's a lawyer.
Yeah, he is a lawyer.
But the Tim Schmidt guy, he's always seemed like
he seems a little airheaded at times.
Yeah. So
started a company though, but
he did start a nice company. He made some money off that so far. But on top of that, NRA's got their own insurance that they came out with. And they had something prior, but now they got a new thing. It's personal firearm liability insurance. And they got 4 levels of coverage starting from $75 up to $265, varying on
So is that available now?
It is available now, and it's all reimbursement. So you got to pay up front. And if you win your case, then you get reimbursed. But it's not just for use of lethal force. It's also for hunting and shooting accidental liability, accidental discharge coverage, lost or stolen firearm liability, and then you got the law of personal defense.
So is that available in every state, or is it still not available like New York?
I don't know. I didn't say. I just got an email. I need to look and see. But
with that lawsuit they had,
I'm just not a big fan of the reimbursement stuff because you got to have the money up front.
Yeah, I mean, it could be in the thousands and thousands of dollars.
So you mortgage your house and then you get reimbursed, and I don't know how long that would take. So I like having the money up front.
None of it's a good option. I mean, just having to go through the whole thing of being arrested, having to pay multiple thousands, tens of thousands of dollars for your defense of something that you shouldn't have to be going through, most likely, is ridiculous. But that's where our court system is today.
So, we've mentioned before, we both have USCCA. Not saying that's the best. So if you are looking at carry insurance,
I'd look at
several different options out there. Yeah. Look at all the options, see what best fits you. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to stay with USCCA or not, or move somewhere else.
Yeah, USCCA, CCW Safe. You got
you can get some lawyers. The attorneys can get on retainer.
Yeah. And
Can't
then-
remember who they were.
Yeah.
They're easily found, and then you got the NRA stuff.
Yeah.
It's
So
all
there's
written.
there's quite a few options out
Yeah.
there to
or
look
even
at
have your
and figure
own.
out.
You know, if you know a good lawyer, just get him on a retainer.
Right.
If you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Find somebody local or that you know
The
that.
problem with that is you still have to cover bail and all that kind
Yeah.
of costs, and
Yep.
that gets expensive.
Yeah, but having a plan is what you definitely want to have a
Yeah.
plan and a way to pay for things if something goes wrong and it's going to be the worst day of your life having to kill somebody and then defend yourself over that. Oh, good, quiet. That's
Well, I'm looking to
always
see if
good.
there's anything else in my notes. That's all I had for this week, for this episode.
A
You
little
got
bit-
anything
little
else?
bit- no, a little bit shorter episode for the last one of the year, I guess.
We're right at 40 minutes, so it's not too short. So it's not too bad. So again, if you want a shirt, free shirt, send us a email at info@clearcreekshooting33.com and we'll get you a shirt out to you. Send us a review or
That'd be good.
comments. No bad reviews though.
You can give you a bad review. That's
Oh,
all right.
whatever. That's it for me for the year. We are Everything Guns.
We're out.